All right, we are live. Hey, everyone, and welcome back. I am so excited today to be here with Christine Burke. Welcome, Christine.
Hey, y'all.
Yes, I'm so excited to be bringing these interviews of other female entrepreneurs. Christine is part of the same community as I am in, the Gold Digger community, and we are both in the same program, learning from the same people, and just having that community and collaboration, which I love. So I'm so excited to have you here. And if you'll start, just tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do? Who do you serve? How do you bring your value to the world?
Thanks for having me. And I love, what technology can do. We're like opposite ends of North America, and here we are Wednesday, hanging out. So yes, we met inside of our coach, incredible community. And yes, so I am a wife and a mom first. I'm a domestic goddess. I'm the CEO of all things around here in my home. And there was a time when I was, really trying to get out of that, right? Like, trying to get out of, doing something more important. And I stumbled across network marketing 8 years ago. And like a lot of people, I was looking to lose weight. My daughter was 2, and I was still saying, I need to lose the baby weight. Anyways, somebody said to me, oh, you could stay at home as a mom and make money doing this, right? And I thought, oh, really? And so fast forward a few years later, I really just came to the realization that there are so many women in the world right now who are perfectly placed to be able to not have to choose, right? Not have to choose whether they want to stay at home with their kids or have a career, right? And so it sort of became my obsession, my passion to maybe pave the way or just be an example or lead in the space of entrepreneurship for stay-at-home moms. So I love serving women who are moms, and more recently I hit 50 in January. So, and I'm really freaking excited about that, actually, because when you hit 50, you actually realize how, what a new beginning it is, because, kids are a little bit older, and it's really an incredible time to break out, to build a brand. So I serve entrepreneur women, I serve stay-at-home moms, and I love to help women with social media strategy and confidence. That's really a big one. And because strategy is sexy, right? Like the new things are sexy, but without confidence backing that, it's a little bit of a challenge. So I think confidence comes first. So that's a little bit about me. I've just moved back to Canada. I'm Canadian, obviously. We've lived in Australia for 20 years. And it took a hot minute to move back, but we're really glad to be back around family. And it's great to be back in North America.
Off subject for a second, but tell me about Australian life, because it's on my bucket list. So this is a little side note, but it's on my bucket list to go to. How is Australian life?
It is an incredible place. Lots of potential dangers, spiders and snakes. Yeah. And I did a post the other day about doing a triathlon and having to do the swim in the ocean, which was so foreign to me. And I was just like, yeah, it's a thing, but it's Australians are incredible. They have a lot of similarities to Canadians, but they really live life to the fullest. They really encompass the work to live rather than live to work sort of thing. Like they get 4 weeks of holidays, like paid holidays every year. So lifestyle is awesome, and we were sad to leave, but just current times, and that we really felt it was time to connect with family. But definitely go for sure.
But how cool is that you were able to move across the world and your business wasn't disrupted? That's pretty cool. So I love that. And my next question was going to be, tell me about some challenges that you've had from, the start of your entrepreneurial journey to now and how you've overcome them. I mean, I don't see, there's a whole lot of challenges, but I mean, if you had a brick and mortar business, picking up and moving from Australia to Canada would be a challenge. But when you have an online business, not to say it was seamless, but definitely easier, right? So
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about some challenges that you've overcome, because I think a lot of women fear entrepreneurship because we already have so many challenges in our life. I mean, let's just be honest, childbirth is a challenge, like getting pregnant can be a challenge for some people. As someone who struggled with infertility, I mean, we have all of these challenges. And of course, once you have children, the challenges just stack like building blocks. But as an entrepreneur, so that's why I think a lot of women fear it. They're like, I don't need another challenge. But when you have that community, it can make those challenges easier. So tell me a little bit about some challenges you've experienced and how you've persevered.
Yeah, absolutely. So probably the biggest one was this idea of sales, because I'll never forget sitting there, and this woman who was my husband is retired now, but he was a chiropractor for 25 years. And she was a patient, and she was telling me all about these products, right? And all I was thinking is, I need to lose 10 kilos, 20 pounds. And then the minute she said something about making money from it, I had this oh, I can't do sales. I can't do sales. And so that would be the first thing that really was a big shift for me, was understanding what sales is all about. Because at the end of the day, we're all on here, we're in our jobs, we are selling something. Everyone's selling something all the time, whether you're selling yourself, your skills, your parenting, your influence, like whatever it is, right? And so learning how to understand that sales is really about helping people and impacting people and connecting with people and adding value to people. And women are so freaking good at this, right? Like we really are, and that's not, I really don't think I'm being stereotypical with that, but we are great value adders. We are connectors. And so that was one big thing. And I simply learned that by immersing myself in the doing, right? The action taking, the leaders, the training. I mean, there's so much, even if you're just starting, there's so much free stuff. It's incredible. So I just plugged in. And then the other big thing was the self-confidence side, to really start showing up powerfully on social media, because again, I think, that can be a big thing, because people compare and they feel like they have to compete, and I mean, that is the number one thing that everybody struggles with, is what are people going to say? They worry about what other people think, right? And so to be able to show up powerfully on social media, like my parents are here visiting at the moment, and my mom said to me the other day, she said, I'm so proud of you that you put yourself way out there. All the crazy dances on the reels, and, all the things, and getting more authentic, and just building up the confidence and self-belief to know that, me stepping up is about me serving. It's about me giving permission for other women to do the same, right? Because I think for a lot of women, that's a big thing. It's the whole self-belief, right? And that moving on to social media, and understanding. I guess the third one would be just realizing that you can have both. You can be a mom and have a life as a mom and build an empire. Right? No longer is it you have to choose. And that is, that's changing the world, really.
Right. Oh, I love that. I love that. And I mean, just so many things. And I think how you ended it was exactly the fear, is that I can't have both. I'll have to pick. And when in actuality, I chose this journey, and you chose this journey, and so many women chose this journey, so that we can have both. We can have it all. We don't have to choose. So I love that you really capitalized on that. So tell me a little bit about, I know you are you help women build confidence. You help them build a business on social. what are some services that you offer to do that? Or do you do consulting? Do you do coaching? How do you implement the serving and the helping?
Yeah, absolutely. So I love getting one-on-one with people. So I do one-on-one coaching. So take a step back. So being in network marketing, right, for the time that I was, you really get a good look at what it might look like to be a coach. Because the way that I've always run my business is you're supporting people, helping to empower people, and it's a lot of what coaching looks like, which is why I jumped into like a coaching certification program that we both done. I think you and I've done last year with Kimberly, and because I really wanted to expand my skill set. And so I love that part of what I do, and a lot of like how I deliver that is I love getting one-on-one with people. I love getting on Zoom and really connecting with people, and making women feel good, and just helping them navigate in a lot of cases about how to start a business or how to move a business from real time to social media, because there are some really important things. And there are people get on social media and do the wrong thing, right? And that's not what we want. That's not what we want to happen, right? So I do private coaching. I've got a community, a free community that I love. It is my favorite place to hang out because there's incredible women in there, and I just love talking social media and confidence. So that's really my happy place. I do some group coaching. I'm about to launch a mastermind, which is something a little bit different. So, not a course, but a mastermind, because I really want to bring together, a small group of high-powered women to really lead into the end of the year, because it's a huge time for business right now. And I keep saying to people the women in my team, it's like your year next year doesn't start in January, y'all. It starts now, right? Now is when we put all those things in place. So, and then I run a social retail business as well, which I love, love, love. I love teamwork. I love leadership. I love working together as a team. So, yeah, so a couple of different things, but I do like to keep it simple because, I got the whole CEO mom thing going on too. So, we got to leave room for that.
I know, and I love that. I love that you just capitalized on one of the big things that I've been talking about so much on social is multiple streams of income. You can be in network marketing and also have something else, and you can be in social retail and also be working something else, and you can serve not every client or every potential customer or every person that finds value in you is going to find value in the same thing. Some women need help with their health and wellness, which you're serving them there. And then some women need help building a business, and some women need both. And I love that you talked about having those multiple streams, because that's something that my audience has heard from me 100 times, and I love that they're hearing it from someone else. So tell me the important things. So the important things, where can my audience find you? Because if I'm sure you connected with several members of my audience today. A lot of them are in network marketing. So for them to hear from someone that started in network marketing and then is building this empire upon that, not against it, but upon that, where can they find you? We're on social. What is the name of your community if they'd like to join? Tell me all the things. How can they connect with you?
Yeah, so my private group is called the Confident Social Media Collective, and that's my free group, and probably a great place for anyone to start who's looking, just at the social media strategy. I do a lot of mindset in there around confidence and that, because it's just something that I love. It's where I've had the biggest transformation probably in my business and my life. So that's the best place to find me. You'll find me on Facebook every day on my personal profile. I'm trying to keep up with you with the real side of things and the short video. You're absolutely crushing it. And I want you to come into my group. I just thought this morning, okay, she's coming in to do the training. But how fun are reels? So TikTok is a great place to come and hang out. I've had some traction over there with some, the algorithm on TikTok is like its own thing. So, but yeah, my community is a pretty good place. I show up in there, you know, pretty with a lot of value, and a lot of, yeah, I'm in there all the time doing lots of videos and stuff. So that's probably the best place. But like you know, we're in all the places, right? Instagram, TikTok. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and you kind of have to be. You kind of have to be, and not to say that you need to stretch yourself so thin, because one thing I tell my audience, my clients, is that, you know, master one at a time. But I have clients in all different seasons of their life, and a lot of times you see different people in different seasons, different audiences on different platforms. And so, yes, you're right. Short form video is king. I love it. And I'm excited to keep training people on it, because I think a lot of people overthink it and get intimidated by it. Whereas I try to keep mine super casual. You're not going to see me do anything super crazy, because I want it to be something that someone else can do. They can replicate, they can duplicate. So, but I love it. So I usually end with a tip. If you could give one tip to the woman out there that is listening, that either, you know, she might be in network marketing right now and she's like, this is for the birds. I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm flustered. My upline and I aren't connecting. You know, what would you tell a team member, or someone that's on your team about their growing pains and growing through it?
Yeah, a lot of things, but the thing that just popped into my head, and I say this to myself a lot, is that when you just, you know, let it all lie, like all the things, just park all the things for a moment and realize that you already have everything you need to go after what you want right now. You absolutely do. We absolutely do. Like everything we have that we need. I mean, think of all the skills, right? Like I'm thinking about this a lot as a mom. Think of all the freaking skills. Sorry, I like to use that word a lot. Think of all the skills that we have, right?
Yeah.
Builder, negotiator, budgeter, manager, emotional intelligence person. Like everything you have, everything you need is within you now, right? Because it's really, you know, it's all upstairs. We just need to find that power zone and that confidence inside ourselves to.
I was going to say confidence. You started with that, and it ended with that, is finding that confidence to do it. And man, I mean, I there's times I still find myself not having confidence to do things, and I have to, like you said, tell myself, look at all the things you've already done. You figured it out. So I love that. I love that. I love that. Thank you so much. I love this. I loved hearing your perspective on everything. Someone that's had success and that is a mom and is going through all the growing, or has gone through all the growing pains, and is celebrating 50. So you can tell all those moms that are, you know, in their mid 30s and they're dying and they're like, please help me.
Oh, just wait. It gets better.
50 years, because when you turn 50, you get excited about it, because then it's like a whole new life. But don't rush it. But yes, I love that. I love that. So thank you so much for joining me. And I will make sure anyone who listened today, Christine's information will be in the show notes if you're watching this video, whether it be on Facebook or YouTube or wherever else we could put it. It will be in the caption or the comments as well, so that you can connect with her in her group. I encourage you to find her on social, follow her, and just love on her content and take in her content, because we all need building of confidence. So thank you so much.
Thanks, babe.
Bye.